Hi, this is Amanda from Usborne Books More, and I wanted to share some of my favorite fiction with you today. I wanted to jump right in it because there's a lot to go through. So first we have for our little babies the That's Not My series. We have over 30 in this series, and they're great because they're very tactile. They are outlined in dark black outlines, which means that even your small babies can see them. So if you want to use this to set up for tummy time, you can do that, and a little bit later they'll start to feel all the tactile elements, and they'll really enjoy that. The other great thing about this for language development is there's repetition in it, so every page says, "That's not my duck, its wings are too," in this case, soft. So that's not my duck, its feet are too bumpy. Great little series. My daughter's 18 months and still loves them. Another tactile book, we've got a bunch of these baby's very first touchy-feely playbooks. We also have slide and see playbooks where they can move the parts, but there are lots of finger trails, sparklies. The zebra stripes have tactile elements to them. Again, finger trails galore, fuzzies. So great books for infants. I wanted to point out some of our favorite read-alouds for toddlers. I have a toddler, I'm a dirty dinosaur, and I'm a hungry dinosaur are two of our favorites in this house. The author used real dirt to do these illustrations, so they're super cool. Really interactive book. I'm a dirty dinosaur with a dirty snout. I never wipe it clean, I just snip and snuff about. So super fun read. Gobble Gobble Moo tractor book, also kind of sing-songy, and it's about some animals that take off with a tractor, and they use their animal noises to make the tractor sound. So for example, sheep makes the engine sound, which says bah. Really cute. Dan the Taxi Man, same idea, sing-songy, rhythmy, lots of beep beeps and maraca sounds. He's picking up a band, so that's pretty cool. And our new favorite, this one just came out, and it's Too Many Tomatoes, and my daughter's grandparents actually have a garden, so this one's super special to us. Sing-songy rhythm, and it's about grandparents that grew too many tomatoes, and there's too many to give away, so they have a tomato parade, and it's really fun. Preschool reading. Even though this is definitely preschool level, you can see there's a few more words in it. My 18-month does actually sit through this, and she thinks it's very sweet. So it is about a bear that finds a book, and everybody's afraid of him, but he just wants to learn how to read, and the little girl teaches him. I wanted to point out A Tale of Two Beasts because, similar to Bears Don't Read, A Tale of Two Beasts actually shows perspective from two different sides of the story. So the story is told twice, first through the little girl's perspective. Actually, I think first through the, whatever that is, raccoon's perspective, and then through the little girl's perspective. So both Bears Don't Read and Tale of Two Beasts are great for perspective. And then wanted to point out our dual reader. These, we have a few in our series, and these are really special because if you read the top line of text by itself, it creates a story. If you want a more in-depth story, you can read the top line of text with the bottom line of text. And that's great because you can use it when they're very tiny and you need to create a shorter story. Then they're a little bit older, you can expand it and read the entire story. As they get a little bit older, they read the top line, you read the bottom line, and eventually they read the entire thing. We have phonics readers, a whole bunch of those, lots of fun. Jonathan James and the What If Monster is a great book for anxiety-ridden kids. It basically goes through all the scenarios of why. But what if I do this, and what if this bad thing happens? And in the very end, he says, if I can find it, and what if I take the chance in the end and what if the chance I take in the end is just how I find my very best friend? We love that one. It actually has a plush, as you can see behind me. It's for a sweet little set. For Our bigger kids, we have illustrated stories and illustrated originals, and these illustrated stories are annotated. In this case, illustrated stories of Shakespeare. We also have a Shakespeare gift collection. They're heavily annotated, which means that your kid can get Shakespeare at the young age of 6, 7, if you're reading aloud to them, maybe 7 or 8 if they're reading it to themselves. And by the time they get to high school, they'll have that knowledge base behind them, which is great. We also have illustrated originals, which are unabridged versions of stories, Alice in Wonderland, Heidi, etc., etc. And I'm going to blow very quickly through some of our chapter books. So we'll start with Hey Jack, which is for your small kids. I just want to show the very big font. Hey Jack and Billy B. Brown are both for, you can read them aloud to 3 and 4-year-olds to get them used to chapter book perspective, which is really good for their reading habits. Cranky Paws, a little bit older. This is a series of the Pet Vet series for 6 and 7-year-olds. Again, 6 and 7-year-olds, we've got Anna Hibiscus, who lives in Africa, beautiful Africa. So this is, again, for smaller kids, smaller chapter books. And then we get into a little bit older. This is 7 and 8, Secret Mermaid series. I believe there are 4 in that series. Penny Dreadful, for anybody that likes Junie B. Jones. Penny Dreadful is very similar, spunky, quirky little girl. Little boys and little girls alike love Robot Storm. The illustrations are comic-like, and this is for a slightly older age range, just maybe 10-year-olds. We have EJ-12, which is a girl super secret agent. Excuse me, I'm doing this early in the morning. Secret agent. And she does all sorts of secret agenty things. EJ-12 is fun, kick-butt little girl. We just got this Impossible Quest series in. If your child likes fantasy, this is for 7, 8 plus fantasy lovers. And then we do have older fiction, young adult fiction, Space Cowboys for 14 plus, sci-fi. I really like this book, and I'm actually reading through The Debt right now, which is a series of 6 books. And it's about a 15-year-old boy whose family owes a debt to a mafia-like organization, and so he has to go through tasks to pay off his family debt. And it's fun. It's mystery and adventure. Thank you very much. Sorry to take up so much of your time, and I hope you have a great day.